I lied. We're moving the cord.
Yeah, then you just kind of throw it all behind you.
Perfect. That's so much better.
Kind of locks us into wearing them the whole time, but...
That's okay. I'm not opposed to that.
All right, so which video would you like to reference first?
The first one's probably easier the second one. The second one, or the first one's just a cop talking about kind of what went down.
Yeah. All right. I guess Heather, go to screen number 3. We'll click on this. Click the audio. Don't. Let's restart that. It's happening at this extent no more, or as much now. It's insane.
It's pretty insane, and it's pretty crazy that this is what our car scene has come to when this is not how it used to be.
So, what do you think the root cause of it is?
I think social media has taken a great impact on our car scene. I think before there were phones and everyone wasn't trying to chase clout on the internet, this wasn't a problem. I also think it's quite the issue that we're giving 18-year-olds 700 horsepower cars.
I completely lost my train of thought. Like,
we're at that already. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like what my thoughts are on all of that.
Yeah. So, the root cause of this type of activity, what we've seen.
It is social media. 110% it is. You know, I remember growing up, my dad used to go to Race City in Calgary all the time, and there was maybe a VHS camera. I don't remember. I think that was like the start of digital cameras, but it maybe went on Facebook, and Facebook was like dinosaur age at that point. Like, I don't know if you could even post videos on Facebook. So when TikTok and Instagram and Snapchat came, and you can post a video and you can basically go viral and you can have hundreds of thousands of people see these videos, well, now you're gaining popularity off of views, off of likes, off of comments.
And you can make money from
it. So you think that it's okay, and you think that it's okay to do these things. I think Gatlinburg is especially super sad. I mean, we had H2O get taken away kind of for the same reasons. Gatlinburg, definitely, like, I haven't been personally, but I have lots of friends down in the States that were there, and they were like, that was one of the scariest moments of my life. And I mean, this is static culture. Like, you're not seeing people with static cars go and do burnouts.
No.
They go through tires too fast.
Yeah.
So seeing something like that happen in a town that was, you know, so open to giving the car scene a space to have their show is really disappointing.
Yeah, I did see one creator down there that I follow. He's a great inspiration to me, and he was so disappointed after watching the 2 months of prep going up to that, how much time he spent getting his spots ready to shoot everything for that. I feel bad for everybody involved, minus those kids that act a fool.
I absolutely agree. I think it's especially sad that, like, I know a lot of vendors like So Scare and there's a few more, No Desire and stuff like that. They all have booths. They pay really good money to have special Gatlinburg merch. They don't release that online. Like, you have to be there to get it. And now, for what? They all say Gatlinburg 2025, and they only got one day of the show, so now they're stuck with all this merchandise. And I mean, that's big money. Like, we all saw the traffic videos, I'm sure. It was insane down there. There was probably upwards of 10,000 people in that little city.
And the fact that SWAT needed to come is insane.
The fact that people got tear gassed at a gas station, I cannot believe that it got to that point. I think that references kind of our first video.
Yeah, let's check that out. Okay, go back to page 3.
So, what's the update for here? What's going on here?
So, all right. So here's what happened. Somebody ran over somebody's foot.
Oh.
Somebody got in a fight because he's got his foot ran over.
Okay.
So we come in and try to break it up.
Right.
So they decide we're going to fight the police.
Oh.
So they start fighting the police. Makes Jimmy nervous because Jimmy's like, hey, I just want to shut down.
Yeah.
We got too much going on. Can I just maybe just get out of here or whatever? And now nobody knows what's going on. You all don't know what we're doing. You don't know what y'all are doing.
We see gas masks, dogs, and
It's like
everything.
we're squaring up for some reason. It's ridiculous. us, you know.
Okay.
And so the thing is, and on the gas,
Yeah.
we think somebody is going to get hurt. Like for example, look at that crowd over there.
Yeah.
I can't go in and beat 20 people up.
That's true.
My limit's
Yeah.
15. 15?
Yeah.
What about 16? So anyway,
That's funny.
gas has to
It very much is.
the brains bashed in. So we have to have some way to help that person.
Okay, so this is more precautionary type of thing. Precautionary. Okay. Okay.
You guys doing good?
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's wild, but I mean, you can see the people talking to the cop in a respectful manner and saying, like, hey man, what's going on? And I don't think the cop is doing anything wrong to them. He's explaining what's going on. However, I do know with the takeover culture, there is this whole fuck the police. That's just how they act. They think that there's no rules for them, and they think that their internet cloud is going to get them out of anything, which is ridiculous.
Takeover culture's hood rat mentality is what it is.
Yeah,
It's hood shit.
but why?
There- There's a time and a place too. Like,
There
I
absolutely is.
definitely don't condone doing it in the middle of a intersection. Don't condone doing it in a parking lot on a busy street. I seen clips of them drag racing down Main Street there with
Yeah, it's honestly really sad that people are willing to put so many other people in danger just to have their 15 seconds of fame. And I will say, like, I'm originally from Calgary. I now live in Edmonton. Calgary calls it Mexico. It is what it is. It's in the industrial area. There was a point in time where it was just as bad. Like, we were doing, yes, I was street racing, mom and dad, I know. There was a time where there were upwards of 1,500 people at these events, and I don't think everybody comes from the same background as some of us do, where we grew up with parents that raced. So you have these people looking on Instagram and looking on TikTok and seeing the takeover kids, and that's not a good example. I think people need to know the rules of drag racing to safely street race.
100%. So I didn't grow up with people in my family racing.
Yep.
I did go to the drag strip a bit, and I watched a lot of dirt racing at Rad Torque here as a kid.
Yeah, I think it definitely comes down to as long as you're educated. Like, in no situation would a drag strip ever let a stock Honda Civic next to a 1,300 horsepower car.
No, not unless you're Cletus McFarlane.
Not unless you're Cletus McFarlane. But in general, like, there's no safety precautions on the street, and I think people aren't realizing that. I mean, these industrial streets are wider for semi-trucks, and people think that means it's good to go 3. I don't know a single drag strip where you can go 3 on a 2-lane strip.
No.
No. So why do it on the street? And I think that comes back to Pink Slips as well. Pink Slips isn't saying stop street racing. I'm never going to get that. The difference is, how about we think about street racing and think about the impacts it has on families, and think about what are we doing to our vehicles? Like, I see kids with M4s, M3s, Hellcats, AMGs. Maybe they're mommy and daddy's money. Maybe they're financed, or maybe that kid worked really hard, and you're going to take it out street racing one night and ruin it for what? I know a couple weeks ago I made a post about the fatalities that we've had in Edmonton and Calgary this year. And even this year, it's at a significant higher amount than we have any other year.
Yeah, this year has seemed pretty crazy.
This year's been insane.
Yeah, I've seen lots of videos of people cutting up on the Henday.
That's just Edmonton's 3rd racetrack.
Pretty much.
I think people don't realize that there is still a concrete section of the Henday, and it is not as grippy as asphalt. I have seen a lot go wrong in that section of the highway.
Yep.
Yep. I drive my E30, and it's low, and every strip in the road you can feel. I'm like, I could not imagine going significantly over the speed limit on that. Okay.
I'm not gonna comment. I've done some pretty excessive speed limit there with pretty large degrees of camber in the front in my old S13.
Yeah, yeah, but that's like
It was scary as hell.
you. you but
I mean,
do you know
it's.
how to control your vehicle though?
Oh yeah,
Then you're fine.
I was well going that speed. I was honestly probably on my way back from the track, not on my way to the track.
It's the after track adrenaline, you
Yeah,
know? Like you're done and you're like, just a little bit more. But the issue is we're having people organize these events and say it's street racing.
yeah,
You're not welcome unless you have over 500 horsepower.
yeah. I personally haven't seen nothing like that, but I try to stay out. I haven't seen no posts like that.
That's in Edmonton.
I'm a drifter. I don't pay attention to this other stuff. Like
I pay attention to everything.
to be completely honest, first post I seen of your pink slip stuff was what one was it? I think it was this one, to be completely honest.
Oh, my little cars and coffee.
Yes. Yes. That was first time I seen it. Like I stay away from the meet scene. I stay away from the show scene. I've never been to a driven.
I also, I mean, I've been to Driven as a spectator. I've never put my car in Driven. I think Driven back in the day used to be cars that were actually driven, and it's pretty sad seeing things come in trailered. And I think that's a lot of car shows now.
I don't care about that because lots of people bring their cars distances.
That's
It's
different.
the lack of quality cars that are there.
Shout out Driven Calgary 2023 with the half wrapped car. Literally.
I've seen cars rusted
Yeah.
out, fenders on videos, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
TSX with the bumper falling off. Yeah, it's really not good. I mean, my dad's from the show scene, so I obviously fell into that super young. I love custom everything. Some people would consider that racing things out, but not me. I think it's just my car. Um, I've always loved like the off-roading and the overlanding. That's why I now have my Forerunner because I was like, the track's expensive. I'll go play in the bush.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get into that because I have a lot of similarities to that part of stuff with the
Yeah,
drifting. So
yeah.
we will definitely get into that.
We'll
But
circle back to that. But street racing,
yeah, yeah. No, there's definitely a time and a place for it. I'm not okay with the big groups. I'm okay with like the 5, 10 guys going and hanging out,
oh,
girls, guys, whatever. That's fine. But
absolutely.
I think anything past that's pushing it. Anything more than 2 cars running, I
Pushing it.
think's pushing it. Unless you're way out in the middle of the sticks, then by all means, if you. But again, I'm thinking from a drifting perspective. We don't need to be running each other's doors at 3 in the morning in the dark. We can still have car gaps between us, and we're not trying to see how fast our cars go.
You guys are trying to see how sideways you can go
Yeah,
with being in control. No one likes spinning out
yeah,
24/7.
we're trying to get to that fine edge, dance right on that edge.
Yeah, it's a dance. Drifting is honestly like the dance of driving.
I love it. That's what my E36 is for.
That's what I bought my E30 for. Don't recommend ever buying an E30 to drift it. They are touring cars and they do not slide. If you've ever seen any video on the internet, every single E30 that drifts hits a curb and kills the oil pan. So that's not my drift car.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's awesome. I love it.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, I think the drift scene in Edmonton's like area or even BC, the BC drift scene is insane. Like insane.
Yeah, I was never really exposed to the BC drift scene until this year. But I've also never been to BC. Like, not even vacation, nothing.
It's
Yeah.
like 5 hours that way.
I know, and I've been to the complete other side of Canada. I've been to St. John's, Newfoundland, drove all the way there.
And you
But
haven't seen BC.
nope.
Highly recommend.
Me and Heather there went to Banff a couple years back, and we drove up to Lake Louise. I seen the turn of Invermere, and my uncle was there, and I was like, sh- should we go tickle BC?
Honestly,
No,
I
we
I
didn't.
haven't spent a lot of time in BC, not for motorsports at least. I've always been too young. My parents used to take me when we were really young. I've gone my first trip alone to BC was to Cranbrook to see their Street Cats like season opener. That's where I met my partner now, which is kind of hard eyes. But I mean, I think motorsports out there, like I remember we went for street cats at like the end of April, and the next weekend they had like street legal bracket racing. Like you could take anything. And I was like, man, do I want to come back? Do I want to move here? Because we don't have that here. I know JB's Power Center puts on street legals.
Mm-hmm.
You still have requirements. And a lot of people don't want those requirements on their car.
They're not that strict.
They're not that strict.
You need a battery tie down and your windows need to work.
Unless you're convertible.
Yeah, then you just need a roll bar, like 95% of tracks.
True.
Would you run a convertible on a track without a roll bar?
I wouldn't run a convertible on a track, period. I know I own one, but
Shouldn't do it without a roll bar.
I wouldn't do it anyways. I mean, yes. The other thing is, are people telling their parents that they're going street racing? Because I'm pretty sure at the track you need a parent to sign off if you're under 18. Okay, so basically there is no excuse to not go to a track then. So Honda Civics need to take it off the road.
Yeah.
And Hellcats.
Hellcats need to be returned to the dealer.
Yeah, go back to Dodge. I don't work at a Dodge dealer, so they can have them back.
Yeah.
I think the new Daytonas are going to make things a lot worse as well. They're electric, and electric equals fast.
Yeah. I guess all the fake car people.
I think a lot of the quote-unquote fake car people is because of social media as well, though, looping back to that and the whole takeover scene, because you can go buy a rear-wheel drive car, spin your car in the intersection a couple times, and now you're TikTok famous.
Mm-hmm.
Great. But I mean, there's some of us, and I think it kind of feels like a shot in a sense. We've put tens of thousands of dollars into our cars, and it just isn't important to anybody except us.
So I've back when I had my S13, I slid out of a couple meets for sure, and then I almost lost it once. Never did it again. Still went street drifting, just never did it in front of crowds.
I honestly, I think my best advice to anybody is scare the shit out of yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it around people, but know your limits. I'm very lucky, growing up in Calgary. Within the last, I say, 5 years, we've been going out to Ghost Lake every winter, which is a whole other problem of itself. But I love driving out there. That has taught me how to winter drive. This is my first winter since I've been driving that I have a 4x4 vehicle, which is kind of crazy because all my other cars have been rear-wheel drive. Last year I had my MX-73 Cressida.
I'll tell you one thing though, the Forerunners, when you keep them in rear, they slide like a motherfucker.
Oh, they do. I was on gravel the other day and I slid out a little bit. I was like, oh, winter's gonna be fun. But my Cressida, that's a boat of a car. It's rear-wheel drive. I was driving it from here.
MX-73.
Yes.
I had a shell for a while.
She was my baby and then I killed it. But I died on my way to Red Deer, stopped to see my good friend Matt, tried everything, finally compression tested. I had 5 cylinders and I drove all the way to Edmonton and then all the way out to my new place and then I sold it. But I honestly, I know my limits on a icy road. And I don't think I would without Ghost Lake. And I'm not telling everyone to go out there and screw around with your car, but there's definitely go out on an ice rink.
Yeah, I found it by flying off the road a lot.
Or you learn the hard way and you fly off the road a lot and you'll figure it out. Or honestly, if you can find an industrial area where there is nobody, or an empty lot where there is nothing to hit.
Yeah, not even poles. You guys don't know how much those poles fucking cost. That's
Yeah.
insane.
There was definitely a topic about that because street racing in Calgary was happening. Someone hit a pole. The city's like, yeah, that's a $20,000 light post. I'm like, I have one of those in my yard. Really? They're like, yeah. But it's go somewhere where you cannot hit anything. Make sure that a curb isn't even in your way and spin your car.
Oh, yeah.
Know your car's limits. Know your limits. I don't think everybody has the joys of having a rear-wheel drive car I know my parents were very against me winter driving a rear-wheel drive car, but honestly, like, know your limits no matter what. You can still get in a winter accident with an all-wheel drive car. You can still spin out with a front-wheel drive car.
Yeah, four-wheel drive doesn't mean four-wheel stop. I'm scared shitless driving my front-wheel drive car in the winter. I've only driven rear-wheel. Front-wheel drive's scary.
Oh, I tell my boyfriend the same thing. He has a 1981 Volkswagen Scirocco, so it's a tin can on wheels. And I was driving that last winter after I blew up my Cressida, and I don't think I'll ever own a front-wheel drive car again. To be honest, I could not in the winter.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Me neither. But back to the whole, like, doing a quick little, like, drift outside of a meet. I went to the Alberta Driveline show 2 weeks ago? Last weekend? Whenever that was.
Yeah, it was her last one of the year.
It was the last one of the year. They were letting everyone do burnouts and stuff, but they made sure everyone was safe. Which, okay, like, if you have permission.
Yeah, I don't care if it's a pit on private property and you're allowed.
Well, it was on the street, but that's okay. But then, obviously, my 4Runner doesn't do burnouts. It does. But I really need tires, and I'm not going to do a burnout in it. I just did the drive shaft in it. No, thank you. And I, like, go to pull out of the lot, and there's kids standing on the road with their cell phones out. I was like, this is also part of the problem as well. Why are we standing on a road where we know cars are moving their tires at 50 kilometers an hour?
Yeah, we had a really good party at the beginning of the year. Know that tire spot? I'll show you the video.
I think I remember seeing a couple of the videos.
Go to 3. It was absolutely wild.
Yeah, I would consider that very different than just, like, doing a little drift outside of a meet, though. Like, that's in Tire Spot's lot. Like, you guys had permission to be there. You had permission to thrash on your cars, dance with your cars.
I mean, it was a shared lot. The condo board really wasn't happy about it.
Well, you at least thought you had permission, so that's what counts.
I mean,
but in those videos, I also don't see any spectators, like, 5 feet away from a car. You're media, you're different.
maybe it's the angles I was picking.
Well, I think it's on the spectator, too, to, know when to get out of the way, in a sense. If you're going to go to these events, you should know the dangers of standing in the middle of the road.
Yeah, I mean, I almost got killed by Marco once last year at Southern Boat. And then I got hit by a pylon this year, flying off track.
Great.
Yeah, that wasn't awesome.
No, but you probably got cool shots from where you're standing. No? Okay.
No, I seen his trajectory. I looked at the pylon. I was like, shit, this is going to hurt. And I instantly turned, and he kind of clipped the pylon kind of clipped my arm and smacked my camera. My camera took the brunt of it. Nothing broke from it, so.
Honestly, some of these cameras nowadays are so, like, resistant. So resistant. I love them. I mean, back to the whole, like, being the media person and knowing when to get out of the way. Like, at Rocky Mountain Drift Club, they have, like, this giant, like, tractor tire in the middle. Super dangerous. But we used to stand in it and spin in circles to get clips of the car around us. So we've all done dangerous things. I'm just saying maybe it's time for...
I wouldn't stand in the tire for that. That's more dangerous than just standing there.
Yeah. But I mean, to be fair, we've all done dangerous things, and I think it's just a matter of fact of we all need to change. I don't think it's just drivers. I don't think it's just spectators. I think it's everybody.
But see, that's where my opinion differs a little. I think there is a place for danger to be done safely.
Yes, there is a place for danger to be done safely. The track.
Exactly.
Or maybe if you're in the middle of nowhere. Like, if you have your own property with a pad on it, have at her.
Rocky Mountain Drift Club, technically a skid pad track.
There's
There's no reason I'd stand inside that tire.
Yep.
I wouldn't.
Understandable.
That's sketchy.
It is sketchy.
But no, like being media, the best shots we get are in danger spots.
They are, unfortunately. I mean, you wear high vis, but
Yeah,
you're not a marshmallow.
yeah, no,
No.
no. I wear a black one with as little high vis as possible.
Black Cat Media. I mean, goes with the brand.
Pretty much. Well, wasn't planned for that. I just don't like high vis. And I forgot about just the little stripes that you can put on.
Yeah,
Yeah. It doesn't add too much at heat, but I like standing behind high speed entries.
that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, there's great shots at high speed entries.
Yeah. Standing in the runoff's not a good idea, but I love it so much.
I think that's like the perks of being media, though. You kind of get to break the rules. I also think that you're responsible for yourself, in a sense. If you know the danger you're putting yourself in, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Yeah.
That definitely makes a difference.
Yeah, I don't think I remember to fill out a waiver for every event either, too. So,
You were responsible for yourself.
yeah, if something happened, I quit 10 minutes ago.
Exactly. Sometimes that's how it is. But I also don't think like the media people at the track are generally taking photos or taking video for drivers or for their own pages or for the track page or for Specdy or I can't remember everybody off the top of my head. You guys aren't posting it on the internet as, hey, look, this is what we're doing and we're being stupid in the middle of the street. You're showing people how to do it safely, technically.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I can agree with that.
I have to ask who drives the die grinder to 240.
Let's look. I forget his name. I don't want to be an asshole. Might as well watch it anyway.
You have a chase car too, right?
This is just the little Hyundai that you see in the driveway. 124 horsepower Fury.
Yep. I think chase cars are also such a cool idea.
When I chased my buddy Brett Alexander coming into this corner, the car was actually sliding into the corner. Yeah.
Isn't it front wheel drive?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
I was pushing that car to the absolute limits.
I think Brett pushes his car to the absolute limits as well, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
There were a couple wall taps this season.
More than
He'll be back. He'll be
than a
back
few.
better than ever.
It doesn't even say, I'm not even gonna try to say his name.
Keldon?
Yeah. I'm horrible with names. That's why I'm not doing your introduction right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah.
Next topic on the bucket list.
Yeah, I guess since we did some intro, we'll hop into the next thing.
Goodbye, paper.
I only need this one. All right. Bringing back sex spec cars. I'm excited for that one.
Oh my goodness, our world needs it. I am like the number one person to tell you that wrapping wheels is not a build.
No, 100%.
That is my biggest pet peeve in the whole wide world right now. You know, I don't care if you have a muscle car, I don't care if you have a stance car, I don't care if you have a VIP build. Make it yours. Make it crazy. I'm so sick of seeing cookie cutter builds everywhere. You know, there's a picture of my dad's Superman Civic. It had Superman airbrushed into the hood and, you know, metal flaked the whole car and custom sound system. And, like, you can't mistake that car.
Yeah, there was some mini trucks in my family at one point.
My dad was also mini trucking at one point. Okay.
But truck was super, super, super dope. I'll find a picture on my Facebook after. Show you.
Yeah, I definitely, like, grew up around, like, the sex spec cars. My dad won, like, best import of World of Wheels from, like, late 90s to early 2000s. He has, like, a wall of World of Wheels awards. It's a little insane. But that's how I grew up. Like, my dad was very big into, like, the Fast and Furious, like, customization stuff. So, like, nitrous, custom sound systems. I need a custom sound system in a car or I feel like I'm losing my mind now. So I'm my father's daughter. Metal Flake, my first car was an Acura Integra. Needed bodywork, so I metal flaked the whole car. Now I have my
Yep.
BMW, metal flake the whole car. 4Runner is next on the chopping block to metal flake the whole car. It's definitely like harder to maintain, but I think it shows a little more effort into your car when it's completely yours. Like my car can't be mistaken. I don't think.
So all my cars were.
Yeah, you can't replicate flaked paint no matter how hard you try. You can get pretty close, but not same.
I don't have it. I'm gonna don't switch screens. I'm gonna show you my old cars. Which one here?
Only Instagram accounts.
Yeah, I've done a few things.
Might as well keep all the usernames to yourself.
I've deleted a few of them. I used to paint my car yearly. Oh yeah, this is what happened to my
3rd gen?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my dear lord, your seats and everything.
Yeah, my seat failed. I got ripped out.
I take it the frame was no good after that.
No, it was gone. So I was stopped on the highway and this truck came up. I was waiting to cross. Traffic was coming.
Yep.
She hit me doing 120.
Oof.
Yeah, that was rough. Yeah. Well, this is.
Like even your S13, if that's paint.
Yeah, that's paint.
Yep, that's paint. See, that's different. No one's gonna have the same thing as you.
Even delivery's paint.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
I recently found a love for playing around with an airbrush and pinstriping. And honestly, we need to bring it back. I want to do my whole car. I know I just painted it. I want to repaint it again. But I think that making a car completely customized to you is so important.
I'll pay you to pinstripe my car next year.
If I can be good enough at pinstriping by next year,
I just want 2 pinstripes on the car.
just like straight lines.
Yeah. With a little swoosh on the front fender. And hot pink.
In hot pink.
Hot pink.
I'm sure we could figure that out.
But yeah, so this one was all paint. I had holographic flake in it and everything.
Yep.
I painted the car every year. This car was, at this point, it was actually plasti dip.
It doesn't look bad though.
It was clear coated with normal automotive
Yep.
clear coat. And that was completely free. Work paid for it. It's like a
I love it.
sponsor deal. Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Ooh, I spy 30. Maybe.
No, try again.
5 Series?
No, it's a 3 Series.
E21.
Yeah, there you
The
go.
grills are little.
Yeah.
I can't see that far. Glass is where, you know? Oh my god, Datsuns.
Yeah. At E46.
Ooh, is that 32?
Yeah, that was my buddy's.
So many S chassis. Or is this all the same S chassis?
All the same
All
one.
the same S chassis.
Yeah. I had another one before that. That was this one. FC I was painting for a guy. FB I painted for a guy. Had an FB.2 for a little while.
I think the FB is my favorite RX-7. I know they're really hard to find here, but they're so neat. They look like a wedge.
It's because there's a couple hoarders. She likes the FC. She wants an FC.
I like the FCs as well. I'm really scared of rotaries, though. I know I have no reason to be, but I don't think I'm ready to take on a rotary.
So you'll see when the first episode comes out.
Yes.
Yeah, they're
The rotary
he said
86.
he says they're not bad. He says they're not bad.
So I've heard that they're not bad. There's also a guy down in Airdrie who has a 13B swapped into a Datsun 521, and he says it's the worst thing. So I think it really depends on person when it comes down to rotaries. To Dorito or not to Dorito.
Yeah. I've always wanted to put a 13B in an S13.
Yes.
So
I just want an S13. I don't care if it's my lawn ornament.
S chassis mean so much to me. I named my daughter Sylvia. Yeah.
Aww. I've definitely always wanted an S chassis. I don't know if I would restore it, drift it, track it.
My mom's asshole ex-boyfriend left his truck in neutral when he got out, and it rolled into the back of the car. If you look at the bottom picture, you can see it spun at a whole 90 degrees.
I think I'd kill somebody.
Oh, I was ready to. My mom called me at work, and I left work.
You've had your fair share of car accidents, hey?
So I was a passenger in this one.
Sore?
Yeah. But he thought he was DK, Mr. Drift King, in an automatic car. Put us straight into a pole at 70. That fucking sucked.
Again, $20,000 light pole.
Yep. Here's one picture of the mini truck.
Good old S10?
Yeah, it was an S10.
Yeah. See, but there is I take it that's airbrush work.
Oh, the whole car was airbrushed.
Yeah, airbrushed, pinstriped. I want to see stuff like that again so bad. A couple of years ago, my dad was like, just buy an S10. We'll put an LS in it and we'll drop it into the floor. And I'm like, you're the one that wants me to have something practical. And then I bought a Subaru. It was the worst decision of my life.
I'm hoping next year I get my insurance settlement from a car accident.
Yep.
Finishing my drift car. Buying an S chassis.
And back to mini trucking.
I've never owned one. So this one I was kind of buying and it never kind of came to fruition. So I'm buying a lowrider with hydraulics. And I'm doing the whole classic lowrider paint job where you spend 7 months painting it. You're spraying a layer of paint every day.
There is a green lowrider in Calgary owned by Tintin.
I need somebody to connect me with one of these people. I want to go down there and shoot a video so bad.
I will connect you.
I have the gimbal rig to hang off the back of the car. I got so many ideas. It could be so good.
There's a group of them down there.
Okay, I need their
I will
contacts.
put you in contact when we're done because they are the coolest people and they have the coolest lowriders.
Yeah,
I've not seen that in Edmonton. Calgary's lowrider scene, it's so wild compared to Edmonton's, and there's still not that many in Calgary.
2020.
But what's really sad is I know some of these lowrider guys are into their car for so much they could have bought a Lambo.
Oh, for sure.
Some of these paint jobs are $200,000.
Yeah, see, well, the thing is, I'll spend the 10 months doing it.
That's what I told myself. That's part of why I'm learning how to airbrush and how to pinstripe. A couple of years ago, we were at RMDC, Rocky Mountain Drift Club, and everyone was painting they had a sheet of lace and they were spray bombing their side skirts and their roofs, and I was like,
hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And then I was like, wait, that actually doesn't look bad. And I was like, well, low riders, everyone's doing this lace thing on their roof. I was like, how many people don't think they can do them themselves and will pay for it?
What starts to intimidate me is all the other weird methods they use, like spraying on top of water or smearing it with a fucking sponge to get a certain texture.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. I definitely all of the airbrush groups on Facebook I'm in and stuff, or there's a company called Tropical Glitz. I praise them. I really think they are pushing for the pinstriping and the metal flake to come out. They have their own lines of metal flake, and I'm telling you, you can get any shade of pink your heart desires, any shade of red, any shade of green, and it's their colors are insane. I didn't use them on my car because they weren't around, but now they are, and the next time I paint my car, we will be going to them because it is insane. They have candy paints, everything.
I'm trying to pull up a video because I want to ask if they have a paint.
They do.
Or if... Let's block that. So this is kind of the style I'm going with my E36,
Yeah.
like this. Let's check out this video. I'll
Sorry, can't reach
oh
that far.
I'll overlay it on the screen after. But like, so that's kind of the direction I'm going. But mine's gonna be full cage, like tube rear end,
Yeah.
like full drift car. But I wanted to be all metal flake.
I don't blame you. I think Metal Flake's so unique.
Yeah.
I love it. One of my buddies down in the States painted his, well, we weren't friends when he painted his S chassis, and I painted my E30, but I was like scrolling through like a week after I painted my car, and I thought someone somehow got a picture of my fender when I was painting it. So I like go on this guy's page. He has an S chassis that, I kid you not, is the exact same as my car. Like, looks like we use the same amount of metal flake, the same size of metal flake, the same base coat. Like, it is freakishly similar for metal flake. But definitely, like, with the lowrider guys and stuff, they're all so unique. And
Yeah.
I love that about the lowrider scene. Not my scene, but I will appreciate that scene. Always.
I want to go as deep as engraved chrome plated axles and control arms, and
I should send
I
you
want to go that deep.
I should send you a video
There's a girl
that I
out in
have.
BC that I follow.
Yeah.
She's got a red car, and it's so sick.
There's like motors like this where they're like fully engraved. So I
Yeah.
bought an engraver last year and I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. It may take me years, but it'll look really cool when it's done.
I'll be calling you in spring to start engraving stuff for me.
Mm.
I'll just put the heat on. I don't give a shit if you mess up.
I'm jack of all trades. I love anything artsy. Like when I was young, I was like really into like crafts. Like we had a craft room. Maybe that makes me spoiled, but like me and my sisters have always been really artsy. And then during COVID is when I kind of fell down the rabbit hole of, oh my goodness, by the time the pandemic's over, I'm going to be driving and I need something as cool as my dad had. So, out to car shopping I went, and I was like, this looks like the same as everybody else. And I was like, Dad, can we paint my car? Yeah, we painted my Integra. It was good. I had like a full custom interior in that thing. And then the rest came back 3 months later because that car was too far gone for me to be painting anyways.
I spent like $40,000 on my car through COVID. Never finished it.
Yeah.
And that's where 4x4 introduced into my life.
I love 4x4ing. This could sound so crazy. I haven't driven on a gravel road in 2 years. So when I bought my 4Runner, the first thing I did is, I don't know if you know Ashley, Midnight Fuel Media.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, her and my boyfriend, I piled them in the 4Runner and I said, you know what we're doing? Off-roading. And they're thinking we're going somewhere cool. No, we went to gravel roads because I was like, I have not experienced a gravel road in 2 years. 2 years! And I haven't experienced a gravel road. I don't know what gravel is anymore. Yeah, they're not as nice as I remember. Edmonton and surrounding area gravel roads, not same as Calgary gravel roads at all. A lot less grading up here. A lot more rocks.
Mm-hmm. Bigger rocks.
Bigger rocks.
Way bigger rocks.
Yeah, I live out in the middle of nowhere, so when there's like semis coming off farms and then there's like yay-sized rocks in their tires getting shot all over your custom painted vehicle, it's great. It's lovely. I mean, I had a rock almost come through my windshield like 2 weeks before Speed and Customs this year, which was a big show at the BMO Center down in Calgary. I have never like begged for a windshield from anybody. And then I remembered I had ordered one once upon a time ago, don't really remember when, and left it at my father-in-law's shop. So I had a window the whole time.
That's nice.
But I still freaked out.
I guess we kind of already touched into
I know I'm not a very interesting
racing
person.
too. No, you are.
Sometimes.
I like letting you go on your tangents, but then I want
I
to
know, and then you...
I want to interject somewhere, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna remember, and then I'll
You
interject
can
somewhere
always
else, and then I have
interject.
somewhere else I want to interject, and then somewhere else. I'm like, oh shit, I can't remember any of them now.
Yeah, you can ask all of my friends when I told them I was doing this. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going on Austin's podcast." They're like, "You got nothing to worry about. All you do is talk." I'm
Mm.
like, "Well, maybe that's a good thing. Like at least it won't be like talk. No, I just yap away. It's great."
Yeah. The only thing I'm worried about with people is the camera, but that's why I have everything set up at the angle it is, because then you don't notice that side of things, and then you don't have the big light shining in your face either.
Yeah,
That makes it,
not friendly.
yeah, no,
Not friendly fire from that light.
no.
We were talking about sex spec cars. We could touch a little bit more into that with nitrous and Honda Civics and
100%. Yeah.
Honda Civics.
Yeah,
We need to make Honda Civics cool again.
yeah. That one's gonna be like it's gonna be really nice, but it's gonna be kind of sleeper.
Yeah, like my buddy Ryan Walsh built an insane Civic. He's gone nuts with it, like from custom fab to full roll cage to
This one?
yes, exactly that one. He's done insane work with it. Ryan, I love your car, but I really think it needs custom paint.
Yeah. That's pretty much what we're doing with the car in the garage.
Yeah.
But we decided on that before I knew about that car.
Ryan can read your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's awesome. I actually met him while I was working, and we got to talking about tattoos, and then we ended up talking about my car, and then I'm like, "What? Well, if you know what my car is, like, what do you drive?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm just building a Honda Civic," and I like look him up after. I'm like, "Oh, this is just building a Honda Civic, right?" He's like, "Yeah, it's normal," and got like all the custom, like nice welded pieces, and I'm like, good for you, buddy. Like, this is insane. Like, his car is insane. It's had a few hiccups this year, but overall, I would take that thing in a heartbeat. And that says a lot coming from me because I said I wouldn't drive front wheel drive anymore. Right? Is he all wheel drive now?
No, I think it's still front
I
wheel.
think he's still front wheel drive. But yeah, there's a lot of cool Hondas in the scene still. Like, I'm not saying there's not. Donovan from Saskatchewan has his Integra, and when I saw it for the first time, I cried. This is when I had my Integra. One of the times I went to Driven, and it's like you can see a clean car from across the room and skip past everything else. And I saw it, and I like went over. Full interior, like it has bride seats, but the trunk setup also has like the bride material to cover it. It's Midori green with carbon hood, K-swapped to the nines. It is the most beautiful Integra I've ever seen. But like that to me, I wouldn't even consider it sex spec. It's just a really clean build. When I talk about sex spec though, I still think it needs metal flake. That is my answer to everything though.
Yeah, I think there's so much more to sex spec. I think
There is like bring back nitrous.
well, it's more than that. I mean, we're talking when we're talking about sex spec cars, we're talking about street cars, and then you're talking about nitrous, and we're anti-street racing.
We are anti-street racing, but Race City used to let you use nitrous, if I recall correctly.
Every track lets you use nitrous,
But why can't you have that in your street car?
because then you're just gonna run it on the street.
But what?
If you have a bottle within reach, you are going to turn it on.
You are going to turn it on. But who says you're racing? If you're in the middle of nowhere with no one.
Yeah, I don't see too many people doing big nitrous pulls in the middle of nowhere. That's gonna be you're gonna want to be close in case you blow your fucking engine up.
Yep,
Like
that's true too.
there's lots that comes into that part where I think
There is, but even I think the scene back in the like Fast and Furious era, I think people looked up to Fast and Furious.
but that's like my uncle had an Astro van on small wheels, on bags,
Yeah,
tons of subs in the back, full custom interior, like that's the stuff we're talking about.
yeah, like
Full
I want to
custom
see
interiors,
everything.
banger sound systems. That mini truck I was showing you, had 412s in the box ported into the cab.
Yeah. That's how it used to be, though.
No door handles, door poppers, hood popper, the trunk hatch. So the trunk and shit open like this instead of normal. It was like Euro style,
Yep.
front and rear, and then it had suicide doors.
I haven't seen suicide doors on, like, a car in forever.
I'm putting Lambo doors on my 36.
Perfect.
Even though it's a 4-door and it's going to look dumb as hell, I think I'm going to do it on all 4 doors. Why the fuck not?
I don't see a reason not to. I mean, I think it's really hard. A lot of these cars are getting old. I think modern cars are pretty hard to do that with. But I feel like modern cars should have their own thing. I do know lots of clean modern cars that are trying to fit into the sex spec scene. I think like I wouldn't say new. It's like a newer Lexus. I can't remember which one it is.
Really do it with any car. To me,
You can.
To me, sex spec is literally just what we call Ricer now.
That breaks my heart.
It in reality it is though. It's doing everything over the top and extra.
But why not? Like, why did we shy so far away from being so individual?
Street racing. Everybody wanted to be incognito.
I don't want to be incognito.
No.
I want everyone to know where I am.
That's why I had holographic Flake in every car.
That's what I do. Purple candy heart Flake. Like, you know it's my car because I'm the only one with metal Flake like that.
Yeah.
But I think, like, I've honestly been severely lacking in the sound system department. I've had the busiest 2 years of my life. I just have, like, a single 10 in my E30 right now, but we're doing, like, a full custom box with, like, I'm gonna keep it a single 12 because the convertible gets a little reverby. Single 12 in the Cabrio, like full custom to make it look pretty much OEM because my Cabrio is pretty OEM plus with its own touches. But I want something so unique that is so me that when my trunk is open, I want to like, there's like the toolkit in the E30 trunks. I would totally take that out to put a TV there.
I mean, I guess people are doing it. I've seen videos on Instagram of cars with like fish tanks in the trunk or little fountains in the trunk. Like,
yeah,
people are starting to do it.
Have you seen the one with like the can pouring out water?
The iced tea.
The iced tea.
Yeah, the fucking Arizona iced tea one.
It.
Yeah.
I love it. And honestly, I think a lot of those are bag setups.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say I'm a static girly till the day I die. But I think there's a time and a place for both. But man, these bag setups really have me convinced that, like, nice bag setup, nice sound system.
I got a dream of a chopped frame 3rd gen 4Runner or chassis swapped onto like a Camry.
Yep.
On bags.
I debated it. I was like, how do I make my 4Runner low? But it's for a daily. I'm not putting that amount of work into it. It's
no,
not
you're cutting a lot of shit.
Yeah, and honestly, like, my 4Runner frame is the cleanest 4Runner frame I have ever seen. Not to brag. Probably not the cleanest one out there.
Mine was.
Not anymore.
No.
No.
It's melted down somewhere.
Recycled.
Maybe.
Maybe it lives on in a new 4Runner.
No. No. No.
Well, I tried saying we were recycling and doing well.
I don't think there was a single thing in that vehicle that was still good. That's how hard I got hit.
It looked like you got hit pretty hard. I don't think anyone would take anything out of that vehicle anyways.
Yeah, I'm looking for a job right now because I wasn't able to go back to work.
No, and a lot of people are in that situation right now from accidents.
Yep.
Which is another reason why you should not participate in takeovers, because if you get hurt, you will likely not be able to do your job.
Oh, insurance ain't going to cover you at that either. You're just
Oh, yeah, and insurance doesn't cover you for doing an illegal activity, so you're not covered for that either. Or at least in Alberta.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works in the States.
I don't think we have no-fault insurance yet.
We do not. 2027.
That's gay. I need to move to the States.
We're moving. We're leaving. I don't think I want to go down there either, though.
I do. I want to. I've been talking about it for a few years. Not even like because of politics and stuff. Like just because I
Who
want
wants to
to.
live in the snow anymore?
It's not even that.
The scene? Not having a rusty car?
A little bit of everything.
There is a little bit of
Yeah.
everything. That's definitely like been a thought.
Not
Um,
not not to get too political, but like the right to defend yourself. That's a big thing.
I absolutely agree.
That's
I
that's
110% agree.
I was trying to make sure I wasn't diving into politics, but I can 100% say that I don't have a problem with that. But the right to defend yourself, I think that should be a basic human right.
It should be. And I personally, I love individualism. I want to be able to protect myself and make my own choices. Great. Perfect.
But that, and then I really I want to be part of the Texas drift scene. I really love what Aaron Losey does. I really want to be part of the Lone Star Drift whole everything. Like that's awesome.
Honestly, have you ever gone to Marketplace and looked at cars in Texas? I'm sure you have if you want to like go down there.
Well, so my plan was when I had my S13 before was to drive that car to shit
Yeah.
and go buy a rust-free shell from California, Arizona, Texas,
Yeah.
and they're still relatively cheap there. Like
They are.
they're
So
really
many
cheap
things that
there.
are so expensive up here in like California, mainly because of emissions, I would assume. Arizona. Sometimes you can find gems in Nevada, Texas, New Mexico. Not in the Rust Belt, but there are some gems down there. Like some absolute gems.
Oh yeah.
But when I had my Cressida, obviously the MX-73 is pretty hard to find. So I was looking for parts across North America, and while I was on my search, I pop into Dallas, Texas, and there's a 1UZ? No, it was a 1JZ swapped MX-73 with like an R154, fully built for drifting. $3,000. $3,000. Up here, that's a $20,000 vehicle. I mean, with the exchange rate, you're still paying five.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't
Yeah,
know what the
about that.
exchange rate is anymore. And by the time you import it, maybe you're paying 6, 7. But like, I'm talking a rust-free shell that is already built for you.
Yep.
I don't know if we want to go on the built not bought topic.
Oh, go for it.
I think it is okay to buy a built car, but I don't think it's okay to claim you did all of the work.
Okay. Yeah, no, I agree.
Like, if the previous owner did something to it, just say, like, oh, the previous owner did it.
Yeah, bought it like this.
Bought it like this. You can still change things. I'm not saying that, like, a setup is universal. I think that's quite the opposite.
I think what's even worse is paying shops to build your car and saying you built it.
That makes me so upset. I took my 4Runner. It's my first vehicle that's ever been inside of a shop yesterday for its drive shaft, and I felt a little defeated. I can't lie. And like I have 3 years of mechanic schooling that I did in high school. I was very lucky to have that opportunity. Don't want to be a mechanic by trade, no thank you. But I lost my train of thought. Oh, but having my 4Runner in the shop for the first time, I'm not gonna walk around and say, "Oh, I did my U joints." 1, I don't care.
That doesn't matter.
2, I just didn't want to do them.
I
Nor do I
took
have a space to right now.
nobody's gonna call shit on general maintenance.
No, but
I,
like,
I, I took my Forerunner in for ball joints. I wasn't doing that shit.
no, I mean, I
I
think it's
I
especially,
I did the lift kit in the front, and it was just spacers on the struts and putting
yeah,
everything back together. I was just like, you know what? I am
not having it.
not building this thing myself. Fuck this. I'll do the fun stuff, but anything chassis wise, I'm not doing it.
I'm basically at that point. I think, like, honestly, when I was like 16, 17, working part time in high school, I did it myself so I could save money. Great to do to save money. But now that I have adult money, I'm like, why am I going to sit here and cry over a control arm bolt that won't come out? I can just send it to somebody else.
Yeah, I'll still deal with that myself. If it's on a car, not a SUV or truck.
I'm talking Forerunner. My E30, I'm too scared to send anywhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But my Forerunner, she's still got some rusty parts, and I don't have an oxyacetylene torch to just fry things out with. Melt things out with? Fry things out with?
Yeah, you just get it hot, breaks the rust loose. If you use the yellow bottle gas, it's MAP gas, it burns hotter than the propane. You can get away with 90% of shit with that.
Very fair.
Yeah. Oxyacetylene if you're cutting.
Yes.
But there's cleaner ways to do it.
There is cleaner ways to do it.
Oxyacetylene's scary.
It is scary.
I try not to touch it.
I don't own a torch right now, so I have no option but to stay away from it.
But sex spec cars.
But sex by cars.
Nope. Not Fast and Furious.
Initially.
No, that's no. Pimp My Ride. Sorry, I was playing the song in my head.
I was literally thinking about this on my way to work this morning. I was like, what if I brought it back?
It's so sad that it was staged. If you find money to do it, I will do all the filming and editing.
Perfect. If I somehow win the lottery tomorrow,
hit me up. We'll
someone
do
let
it.
me know who wants to volunteer for when I become a millionaire. This is not a legally binding contract. This is if I win the lottery. Like a lot of money in the lottery.
Yeah.
And for the record, I don't buy lottery tickets.
Yeah.
I think that Pimp My Ride, even though it was staged, let's pretend it wasn't.
Yeah, no, forever in my heart, that was never staged.
It was never staged. In my mind, it was never staged. And I want to say it was an MX-3. I can't remember what car it was. I know it's purple.
I only remember a handful of episodes.
I only remember a handful as well, because it was technically gone since my time. But YouTube still has them all.
Yeah, you're 10 years younger than me.
Yeah, I'm 19.
Yeah, you're 10
I'm
years
pretty
younger.
young. I'm a baby to the scene, and I know it sounds silly when I talk about the scene, like I know everything. I don't know anything. I don't know everything.
Yeah,
This is my opinion.
You got into it as I got out. Just like Adam on the last episode, he moved here from BC right as I got out.
Yeah. And now you're kind of back in.
Yeah, making my way.
You have your own way, though, which is good.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to touch meats at all.
I think the meat scene's gotten really sad.
I went to SSS's just because they're the homie.
Yeah.
And then the 8811 because 881's the homie.
The one at Napa?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to that one as well.
I only missed their scales events.
I've been way too busy to enjoy motorsports this year, and I'm very sad about it.
I even went to Fort McMurray for Northern Boat.
Never been to Fort Mac?
Yeah.
Next year. Next year's my year to adventure into motorsports properly.
It's a blast. It's wild.
I've heard. I have a lot of friends in like the motorsports scene, and it's like, oh, we're doing this on Saturday. This event's at the track, and I'm like, great. I have a nail appointment, a dentist appointment, a hair appointment. My work needs me to come in, and I have a million other things on the go. I'm like, I need like a month's notice, and I completely missed when everyone like released their schedules for the year. Like it went completely over my head, and everyone's like, we can't this weekend. There's Spec D. I'm like, since when? But that's my fault. That's nobody else's fault.
Yeah, I don't go to any of the weekly Spec D events. The only ones I went to this year was round one because it was local.
Yeah.
And then I went to just over half of day one of Stratobash.
Okay.
Or else just the 881 events.
Yes. I remember 881 Crew when they came to RMDC, like years ago.
Yeah.
They were also part of the reason I flaked my car. I believe it was them. There's a black G35, one of my least favorite cars on the road. and it was black with like rainbow flake in it, and I was like, oh my goodness. It was probably wrapped too, but I'm like, I still love it. I love glitter. My whole life would be glittery if it could.
Yeah, on cars, I think every car needs to be glittered.
Glittered, like I really fallen in love with like the candy with like something cool underneath, like someone airbrushes the car and then you candy over it. I was like, that is insane. Back to the lowrider thing, a lot of them do that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do with the Civic. Black with like a deep purple pearl.
Yep, that's probably the way I'm headed when I repaint my car. I will say, like, to anyone that wants to flake their car, it is impossible to touch up. You don't want to see me
Yeah.
after a car wash sitting in the parking lot trying to touch up my car. Every time. Not from the car wash, from rocks that I find.
You want to know the trick?
I do want to know the trick.
A lot of clear coat.
Yep, that's what I've been doing.
Like 12 plus coats.
Yeah, I didn't go enough clear coat without flake when I painted my car.
And I go pretty heavy coats too. You gotta bury that shit.
Like,
And then you wet sand it smooth.
yeah, see, I didn't put enough clear on at all. So now I can't wet sand my car.
That's what happened with when I painted my S13 blue.
That is why I'm going to repaint it.
And
As soon as my garage is done being built, it'll be on the chopping block.
And I went too heavy of coats too quick because I was probably like 17 hours in and at a show the next morning.
Yeah.
So I was putting on too heavy of coats too quick.
Who listens to Flash Time anyways?
I put two of the glitter on, and I can find it in my Snapchat memories. It looked so good. I was so excited. And then I put on the first one of just clear after, and it just went, and like my whole car turned into crackle paint. People loved it. I fucking hated it.
Yeah, a week after I painted my car, I had someone take like the little lighters that are like torches?
Mhm.
I don't know what they're even called. They're like a barbecue lighter, but they have like a torch end to them.
A torch lighter.
Are they just called torch lighters?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. I had someone take one of those to my paint a week after paint.
Nice.
There were a lot of really bad words said,
Yeah.
and I really hope that person watches this. I
Yeah.
still don't care that you did that. I want to repaint it anyways.
It's lucky though, because if somebody did that to my car, it wouldn't be words.
His mom was a criminal lawyer.
I don't give a fuck. I already have a criminal record. I'll throw hands.
Throw hands. Yeah, no, that was a whole thing. And the only reason I found out is I thought maybe like something didn't set right in the paint. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Maybe I just didn't notice it. But it's on like my passenger side door. I was like, my siblings have been in this car. My parents have been in my car. Boyfriend's been in my car. Like, no one told me. They're like, no, that wasn't there. I was like, okay. And like a couple weeks went by and this kid did it to another person that I know's car. And he's like, yeah, I caught it on video. It's a torch. And I was like, take off your door handle, bring it here. It's like on an older F-150 where the whole door handle just like, yeah, it looks the exact same as the spot on my door. I was like, good to know. Was not thrilled about it at all.
No, I wouldn't be either.
No. But that's okay. It gives me more motivation to repaint it, which I told everyone I want to go bigger and crazier and more glitter and more color, and yeah. I want it to be the most insane E30 in the province.
Did do some pinstripes.
Pinstripe, I want to actually take the like cloth material off of my hardtop underneath their fiberglass so you can like make sure they're all level and nice and you can pinstripe over them. So good. So good. There's actually an E30 down in the States, somewhere warm. He has his entire car in lowrider style. It's hot pink. I adore it.
There's an S13 somewhere in the States with hydraulics.
I feel like I've seen that on the internet.
And it was pre AI doing pictures, so
Not AI pictures. There's that trend where you tell AI to like use this lens on your photo and like put it at a Shell gas station, and I'm like, guys,
I've never tried anything like that.
I would never trust AI to edit my photos and it not do something weird that I don't see.
I am going to try getting it to make me a color grading LUT based off a movie to see what it does because I'm really interested to see what it does. I don't know why I haven't done it yet.
You can play with it for sure. Like, I
I've
use it
s-
at work.
I've seen YouTube video. I suck at writing. I use it to write.
That's what
I
I do.
I talk to it, and then I'm like, okay, I need what I said to be in a story or professional. I'm like, but like, don't make it sound like a computer's writing it. Like, it needs to still sound like me a
Well,
bit.
what we do is we have like special prompts. Like, we're gonna give you like, I work at a dealership. We're gonna give you a vehicle title and a list of all of the like features it has, and you're gonna shoot out a description. And they are like bang on every time. And they use outside sources too, like Kelly Blue Book and all of that, and they'll source them for you and like everything. I'm like, I never need to write again, ever. It's great, perfect. So I'm not against AI use for some things, but I mean, I don't think I 120% trust it.
One sec, we're gonna take a break for a minute. I can hear some banging. I want to see what it is.
Like,
Yeah.
we'll be going good for like a year straight and it'll just done.
I bought that shell for $1,000. Yeah.
I have a secret car. I have a 324 turbo diesel from Europe sitting in my yard, but I fell through the floor of it,
Yeah.
so I'm not fixing it.
Yeah, that happens. What? Wait, why not?
The shell's like really rusty.
So,
So I'm gonna pull the motor and the transmission, and I'm gonna go down to California, and I'm gonna buy a 2002 and swap it all in.
okay, that's acceptable.
Yes. Or I'll be crazy and put it in my 4Runner. I don't think that was appreciated.
No, I was gonna put a 2-liter TDI in mine.
Honestly, a lot of the off-road guys put TDIs in their like off-roaders.
My Samurai, I was gonna put a rotary in.
That would have been really cool.
Yeah. Who do you watch on YouTube to pull inspiration for anything?
I'm gonna sound crazy. I don't.
Not at all.
Not at all.
That is crazy.
I know it's insane. I like you very much utilize like the Facebook groups, not for inspiration, but like if I need help on something that the internet forums don't have, I will for sure
Well,
poke in there.
like you don't follow along with any of the YouTube creators?
No.
That's horrible. Every single day, when I check multiple times a day, see if a new video's up.
I used to be like that. Like yep, this is going on camera. I used to watch like love Minecraft videos when I was younger. Like would check multiple times a day to see if my like creators uploaded something. And then I started building my Integra with my dad, and my dad, that's what he used to build, is Integras and Civics, and he had a CRX that he converted into a convertible. There's a photo of that I sent you that you can crop in. It's a CRX convertible. Like, my dad loved Honda because they're like Legos. Like, they're easy. When I started working on cars, I didn't feel the need to sit in my room and watch YouTube. I had my car.
Yeah, I still did. I had a TV in my garage. I watched it
Yeah, I wasn't that lucky. And then when I met my partner, we were at the shop, and that's when I like really dove into my own cars. Like, I bought my 30. It needed a timing belt. I ignored it for a couple months and then finally did it when I said, I should probably get that done. But I watched like YouTube videos on like how to do things if I'm confused. Sometimes YouTube videos have torque specs in them, which can be super nice when you're doing something like timing. But yeah, I don't really follow anyone. I hear about stuff, like my partner watches like Cletus McFarland and like Edison Motors and like all of the higher end people, but like no.
weird. That's weird to me.
It's weird to a lot of people. Like when people reference people, I like kind of have a brief idea of like who they are, but I don't watch them.
That's wild.
Yep.
I think that's what's put such a high standard on builds to YouTube.
Mm, yeah, in a sense. I think Reels as well, TikTok. I think all of like the videos of like, oh my goodness, look at this cool car.
And I think that's why we have so many just wheels
And around.
cars, because everybody sees these cars get built in 2, 3 weeks on YouTube, and they're like, well, I can't build a car. That's way too fast. I can't do that.
Um, yes and no. Some people argue I went backwards with my car. When I bought my E30, it only had 160,000 K on it. My motor is in amazing shape. My transmission's in really good shape. Like the underside of my car is so clean, you would think it was stored inside and not in a field. My car really needed paint when I bought it. Like the clear coat was failing. It was really not pretty. It looked like someone had taken like sandpaper to parts of my car, but it was rocks, like heavy, heavy rock chips all over the front of it. So I painted my car first. Um, and now I'm kind of looking into like motor stuff. But like there's a 2 year, I've only had that car for 2 years. There's like a year gap between me just painting the car and like making it look pretty to like, okay, maybe I want some power now.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with going to looks first.
No, but it wasn't done in 2 to 3 weeks. Like, oh my goodness, if I had the money to like paint my car, ITB, turbo, tune, ECU, ZF5, like the whole nines in 3 weeks, again, I must have won the lottery.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Lots of people are discouraged from having a car in their garage for 2 or 3 years, and if they want to build it to that extent right off the bat, not driving it for that amount of time and it just sitting in the garage, it's very discouraging watching.
It is.
Like, I know personally, I had my car on jack stands for 3 years, and I watched multiple cars get built on YouTube. And I was just like, damn, these people can do it so fast. I'm working my ass off. Why is it not done?
Yeah, I definitely get that as well. I mean, even like people see like daily driven exotics. They have all these crazy cars. Well, you're not going to wake up one day and have a Lamborghini in your driveway. You do have to work for it. I think YouTube definitely helps those creators work for it though. Like you get paid from YouTube, you get paid from Instagram, you get paid from TikTok.
Yeah, not a lot.
Not a ton though. It goes
No,
off like per view, per like, per comment. Like it's cents on the dollar.
it's just, well, YouTube's ad revenue.
Yes. But I will say there definitely are still people that do take the time to build their cars. Like Denny Bryan, he has a page called Off the Trailer. I don't know if you've heard of it. He's local to Calgary.
Yeah, I think I've seen.
He has an Integra that's been on jack stands for years and years and years, and he finally has it back together this year. But I'm talking like this is like a full restoration race car. Like, I guess he would be a person I look up to that's a creator. He wasn't a creator when I met him, but is a creator now. And that's like, that car has had everything done, everything touched, everything put together. But he's filmed it in real time on Instagram, so it actually does feel like quite a long time.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm watching people like Jimmy Oaks and Adam LZ that Jimmy's built a pro car and two fun cars in the past year for drifting.
Yeah,
A lot of money.
that's a lot of money.
And he pays people to run that shop.
Yep.
Social media is just in its own is very discouraging.
It is. I've definitely had people tell me that, like, I
I-
have it all together.
I've been making YouTube videos for 12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's discouraging as a whole. Like, if you're not brought into it in a sense, I think you're pretty much shunned out. In a sense, there are some creators that
It,
have brought themselves up.
it's consistency. It literally, that's all it is. So many people get discouraged and they just stop. That's what it is.
Yeah, because the algorithms exist. And if you are constantly popping up on someone's page, if you're continuing to be consistent, you'll keep popping up on the same people with those algorithms.
I started making YouTube videos on cars when Automotive YouTube was brand new.
Yep.
That was a long time ago.
Yep.
If I would have just kept doing it, it could have worked.
Could have worked.
Could have worked.
But it's definitely like, I think there's also the expectation for people watching your videos that you're going to have it done in 3 weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it goes both ways in a sense, but it's a scale that I don't think will ever be perfectly balanced.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what I want to do with. I already have the YouTube channel made. Once I get my everything for the car, I want to order everything at once and build it in 3 weeks and film it all and
Say that you're doing it in 3 weeks real time.
yeah.
Well, that's exactly it. Like I really used to want to get into content creation because I do definitely have like a weird, I wouldn't say a heavy following, like 2,000 followers is nothing, but from all these Facebook
I have
groups and
500.
like friend requests on Facebook and like message requests on Instagram, like people are like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "What do you mean, who am I?" I'm like, "I'm just some weird chick with a purple car."
Lots of it's because you're a girl.
I know a lot of it's because I'm a
That's a
girl.
bonus itself. So
There's definitely like a few female car content creators that I adore. Um, and then there are some that definitely
should not be doing it.
should not be doing it at all.
I don't know how, like
No hate to anybody,
oh,
but
there's one that I hate, and she's literally made her whole career off people hating her. That's the only reason she's popular. Like she gets her views because people hate her. They go there to hate on her, and they're making her so much money that she does social media full time because people hate her.
that much. Yeah. There's a lot like granted some of these girls get amazing opportunities. Like amazing opportunities and they don't know, I don't think some understand what opportunity they're being given. But there are amazing women in the scene, like Leah Block. She's made it into
Yeah,
F1 Academy.
yeah.
Um, there's more that I can't list off the top of my head.
I don't know. She's an amazing driver, but yep.
Well,
I don't think she's gonna drive an F1 car. I don't think she should anyway. Not at all.
no,
She wasn't that good in NASCAR.
no, I don't think she really stuck with rally.
Nope.
Through
I
the motion.
I think F1's way too dangerous too.
F1 is very dangerous.
I mean, if you're willing to put yourself in it, sure, but like coming from all those different motorsports, I don't think F1's a step. Like F1 drivers are bred to be F1 drivers.
Oh, you have to like physically train to be an F1 driver.
Well,
It's a
yeah,
land
but
rocket.
they like do it from the time they're kids.
Yes.
Most of these kids are driving Formula 4 cars by the time they're 12, 13, 15. Like once they're in that age range, they're already in cars that'll kill you if you fuck up.
Yep.
It's kind of insane.
It is very insane when you think about it that these are 12 and 13-year-old kids. But I will say, like, showing the training that goes into it, like, they have the F1 museum in Europe. It might be in the States.
Probably Europe.
I think Europe. And it's like a normal gas pedal next to like an F1 pedal. And like people struggle to push this pedal. And I'm like, well, they're not going to let it be like a Honda Civic pedal when you're pushing however many horses.
Yeah, it's also direct linkage
And exactly that.
with linkage arms.
Well, they're not a
Yeah.
normal car.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Unless we want to legalize F1 cars.
No.
I don't. But yeah, there's definitely like the good and bad of being a chick in the car scene. I think a lot of people make very broad assumptions about me in a sense. This year I brought Garage Girls to Edmonton, which was something new that me and one of my friends wanted to try. which is an all girls meet, and I thought it was going great. It is still going great, but the amount of backlash I got from men about it, I was like, what in the world?
I was gonna pull up and shoot, but I was like, I'm not gonna do that.
You could have asked. It was the first one. I was like, I want like only girls. Like, send your wives out in your cars. I don't care. Like, let's make female friends in motorsports. And then, second one, I let like everybody come. And I actually got less traction from saying everybody can come than saying, hey girls, let's go do a meet for just us. Which is insane to me that more women would rather just stay in their circle.
It's got to be a private group message if you actually want to do it.
It is.
Yeah.
Now it is. But like the first one, obviously we had to somehow put it out there to gain traction. So I just posted it and said message for location. We put it in a car group, like car Facebook group here. It was like, well, that's sexist. Hard blank. Like, you can't please everyone all the time, and I know that. But like, that's definitely something that like, I don't have a car club. I don't like car clubs, but I definitely like having the ability to create a space for car like enthusiasts to come together.
Yeah.
Without paying for the track. I'm not rich, but maybe one day.
Yeah, there's a way. There's ways to get into the track that's not that expensive.
I wouldn't mind a media event.
It's invite only for cars, so only the pretty cars come.
Yeah. That's honestly oh my good lord, who is phoning me? Sorry, cut this out.
I'm gonna start taking people's phones. It's okay, you can answer it.
No, he's being a bum today. Oh my good lord.
The other half.
The other half. And my dad. Because I told him I was coming here and he's like, make sure you talk about my cars.
Yeah, we can hop into that whenever you want to.
Well, we briefly touched on them. What was I on about? LSFO Dirty. Travis. I love his meets.
I was about to bring him up.
I love his meets. I think, one,
That's my boy. That boy made me look so pretty this year.
I think having invite-only meets for spaces like his events, where it's like you're going to see clean cars. You're going to hang around not shitheads. You're hanging around really good people
Mm-hmm.
who all share that I like keeping this small and quiet and clean.
Yeah, I wish I would have went Saturday, but I was setting up this back room.
Yeah, my car decided it wanted to brake, so my car wasn't there, but I was there.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah. That's the joys of old cars. But honestly, like, I feel, in a sense, like, not to say I made it, I'm not there yet, but to be invited to those events feels special.
Yeah.
And I think everyone kind of feels that way.
Yeah.
That you've got to. Like, you're special enough to come to this invite-only meet with the cleanest builds in the city.
Yeah.
Lighter casually went flying.
Yeah, I was fucking around.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like a special, different feeling. Like, you're not being invited because everybody knows you. You're not being invited because you have a Honda Civic with wrapping wheels. You're being invited because your build is appreciated. And you get sick photos of your car.
Yeah. Yeah. Load.
So cool. His photos are just insane.
Yeah, he has a couple of me on the truck. This is another guy that's really good too. There's a couple good people. Those are Ashley's photos.
We love Ashley.
Yes, there's Travis again.
His photos are just so consistent as well.
It's goofy.
But it works.
I also film more than just drift stuff too. Like I shot this right here in this garage. This isn't the full video. The full video's on YouTube. But we filmed a little torture scene. right in the garage.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was dope. It was pretty sick.
I think Brett has taken over your tagged photos.
Yeah, well, I sponsored him and Nico with media this year. So I did some specific videos for them.
That's good.
Yes. They got more coming. They don't know yet.
Gotta save some for the winter while we all have nothing to do.
Exactly. I got a lot. I got probably about a terabyte and a half.
Ooh. Good luck with editing.
Oh, it's nothing. That's why most of my videos through the summer were just quick, easy ones like this.
Yeah.
And people love slow-mo.
People do love slow-mo.
Yeah. That's all my videos with good views are all my slow-mo ones.
Well, I think drifting like dancing, right? Like, when you like slide across the floor and then you go slower. It's the same idea.
There's Travis's car right there. Oh, you have to turn your head.
Instagram's not cooperating on the computer. There's definitely like some really good, neat people in Edmonton. I will say that about the car scene.
It's the camera off the back of my car.
Insane. Do you drive around like that on public streets?
Look, I do here.
Is that Morgan's car?
Yes, it is.
Her little Del Sol.
Yes, it is.
Those are insane rollers.
Yeah, so smooth.
How do you do in the corners?
Does all right.
Mountain shots would be crazy.
Yeah, I've tried doing some other stuff. The last video project we did was pretty okay. Can you put in a B? Hit B. Ah, there we go. This was the last non-car project we did. You want to hit the volume? I did all the camera work.
Wow.
I love working with this guy. This was the first project we did together. I was the B cam on it. I wasn't the main cam. Got to act in both of them. Definitely like doing more than just car videos. This sounds gnarly in these headphones.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that was 2 days of shooting.
That is insane. It very much gives like Black Ops vibes.
Yeah, I think lots. So the first one I showed you there was inspired by Ready or Not,
Okay.
the video game. There, yeah. But yeah, I've always been around the car scene for a long time.
Me as well. I think having my dad be in it for so long helps. Like he had his before my time, he had a 930 uh turbo slant nose, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then I came along. Porsche not practical for being a dad. But my dad was big into back to the sex pack era where everything was custom of his. He had sound systems, he had custom paint, custom airbrush work, full custom interior. Like his Civic did not look like a Civic.
I wonder why all that died out.
I don't know. I asked myself the same thing. But I think that was part of like the Y2K like color and like craziness and all of that. I think the 2010s and 2020s have now made everything pretty bland. Like I don't know if you've looked at like a 1990s home versus a 2021 home.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even I remember 2005 and stuff. Like, you didn't see many of those cars.
No, I'm late to the table on the era I want to be in.
Yeah, I forget.
I think
You weren't even born yet, were you?
no, I'm an
Okay.
'06 baby.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, those cars were pretty much.
Gone by
Yeah,
'04, '03.
there wasn't a ton of them. Not to my knowledge. I do know 780 tuners was doing stuff back then. They were around that long. They started off as a form really early on.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad had his own shop. It was Impressions Auto Designs. So he had his own company making these cars for people, and then '03, '04, it just died out. There was no money in it anymore, which is quite sad and unfortunate.
Yeah, that Fast and Furious wave was Fast and Furious.
It was Fast and Furious, and I don't know if people saw it as maybe let's get into motorsports or revert back to full American muscle.
I don't know. To me, it seemed like for a while there, most motorsports were in decent decline.
Yeah, I will say social media has brought back the love for motorsports and being able to share motorsports. Like without social media, I don't think many of us would know what a track in Poland is like.
That's true. That's very true.
But it does also have its negative impacts.
I don't think it does when it comes to sharing track related stuff at all. I think it helps boost other places to try to
Oh
have
yeah,
bigger, better events.
absolutely. I mean more back to what we were previously talking about with like the expectations of build a car in 3 weeks and this gets me views, so let me do a takeover. Stuff like that. Those being the negative impacts.
Yeah, yeah. I think one of the big things that with the whole takeover thing is at the very beginning, a lot of the general car scene defended it.
Absolutely.
It was only really us drifters that was like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
We like our motorsport. Thanks.
Like you guys are only you're not ruining fucking drag racers' names. You're not ruining fucking road racers' names. You're ruining our names. You guys are sliding around. That's what we do.
Yeah, I think that did take a big impact on it, for sure. And I mean, maybe street racing has been a thing since the beginning of time. Maybe people used to race their horses.
Oh, the first street race happened 5 minutes after the second car rolled off the production line.
Exactly. Whose goes faster? But it's definitely about like educating and
There's a time and a
yeah,
place.
time and a place and what not to do when leaving a car meet. What not to do at a car meet.
If there's a group of people there, it's probably a good idea not
It's
to do it.
probably a good idea not to do it and to stay as far away from that as possible. Like
Like,
I just don't understand like
if a car wants to run me on the highway and I see no cars in front of me, I'm running it. The ticket's
fair,
just the price to pay. Like,
fair.
but I'm putting me in danger, and well, he wants to race. He's accepting the risk too. So if I see he's got kids in the back seat, I ain't fucking doing shit.
No, neither will I. Same with bikes. The bikes that are riding with their significant other on the back being idiots.
I would never try to race a bike.
Neither would I, but I mean like the way that bikes ride with their significant other on the back of their bike.
Yeah, I watched a
I could
video.
never.
I watched a video on today. A dude and his pregnant woman took off from a cop, made it one intersection, crashed the next one. They both died.
Great.
Yeah, it's like awesome.
Yeah, bike accidents this year have been bad as well, which is sad.
Yeah, I know. I got my uncle rides, so every time I see a bike accident. I'm like, oh, is he online on Facebook? Oh, he is. Okay, he's good.
Yeah, my dad as well. My dad also rides.
Yeah.
He's a Harley guy. Which is a little more comforting.
I want one, but the way these people drive, no.
I also really want a bike, but I don't think, especially with how far I drive every day, I don't think I can.
I can't get a sport bike because I will top that bitch out and I most likely will crash.
Yeah,
But a nice chopper, awesome.
that's all
Some
I
idiot's
want.
gonna smoke me. Some idiot smoked me in a fucking 3-inch lifted 4Runner. They're gonna fucking smoke me on a bike.
Yeah. I got hit in a school parking lot when I was in high school, so I was parked with the keys out of the ignition with my seatbelt on.
How'd you get hit?
She was turning into a parking spot doing 60 kilometers an hour. I think driver education as a whole needs to be looked at. Like in Europe, their drivers are insane because of their testing.
Yeah.
And Europe's motorsport scene is also crazy.
I think low speed limits is a factor to play with it. We've constantly been lowering our speed limits and
We've constantly been slower.
yeah. This road in front of my house used to be 60 kilometers.
Oh yeah, we just keep getting slower.
It
And
dropped to 50, it dropped to 40. I call it a happy medium. I do 50.
Yeah, I for some reason thought it was 30 up your road because in Airdrie everything is 30. So I was sitting there doing 30 and the vehicles behind me did not like that. I learned my lesson.
Oh no, I've had people pass me on this road for doing the speed limit. We had somebody.
People are bad drivers. Like genuinely, there needs to be some better driver education or a better way to test people. I think like you used to have your class 5 and then you get your GDL or a GDL and then your non-GDL. Nope, that's backwards. You start with a GDL,
Yeah.
then you go to non-GDL.
Yeah.
You don't even have to take a test anymore.
It just doesn't exist. The GDL doesn't exist no more.
No, you just get it.
Yeah. I don't agree with that.
But I think personally,
They never did anything about the GDL. All the GDL restrictions I ignored, and anytime I got pulled over outside of those restrictions or voided any of those restrictions, there was no consequence.
no. Even like GDL for me, I'm pretty sure it says you can't drive between midnight and 5 a.m.
Yeah. And you can't have people in your backseat.
You can't have people in your backseat.
I had fucking kids. What do you mean I can't have people in my backseat?
I don't have kids, but I'm in high school. What do you mean I can't have people in my backseat?
Yeah, that's insane.
That's nuts. So I think there just needs to be better repercussions for bad drivers. Like we got pulled over for doing 10 over the other day. Do you know how many people pass me doing double the speed limit on the highway every day?
Yeah, okay, so like what was the speed limit you were in?
60,
And you were doing 70?
70. Coming up to a red light,
Yeah, I can see it.
slowing down.
Slowing down. So you were going faster.
Well, no, like we were doing 70 and then like as you approach the red light, manual car, you downshift and you slow down.
Yeah.
Yep. 10 ticket.
I mean, honestly, if I was a cop, I'd probably get somebody for doing 10 over in a 62.
But everything's 60 there.
I know.
And like people go through, they're doing $120 like it's no tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'd throw the book at them.
Fair. Because technically you can only ticket, I
But
think, over
10 over in a 60, I would give. They can give you a ticket for 1 over.
Oh yeah, they
There's
can.
a general lenience that's about 10%.
Yeah.
So I take that 10% and I run. If it says 60, I'm doing 66. If it says 50, I'm doing 55. Like I take it and I run.
Yeah, if it says 100, you're doing 110.
I follow it like it's law.
Good to know.
I don't have an issue.
I've never been pulled over, so.
I never had issues in my 240 with 12 and a half degrees of camber in the front.
That's another thing that gets me up here. Everyone's like, my car got taken for a salvage inspection. I'm like, what is wrong with your car?
Yeah, what'd you do for them to
Like-
fucking do that to you?
Well, some of these cars, they go for these salvage inspections and they're actually unsafe for the road. Like,
Well-
why are you driving that anyways? I've never had an issue with my exhaust, with me being lowered, with me having any sort of like modification looking anything. I've never had an issue with it.
I got ticketed after drag racing down 97th Street. I
Yep.
lost, so they pulled me over, and I got to fix a ticket for my exhaust.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
Good outcome though.
Cop got mean when I told him, nah, I'll just pay it.
Yeah, I've never had an issue with the police here. Hopefully that's not jinxing myself. But I think it's, what are you doing to get their attention so bad?
Exactly.
Like, it was the middle of the night when we were driving home. We were also the only thing out there, minus the tow truck next to us.
Then I wouldn't have pulled you over.
Well,
Then I wouldn't have given a fuck. If somebody's doing 10 over and a 60 in the middle of the night and there's not cars parked on the side of the road, I don't care.
oh no, this is like main strip of Leduc. Like, not Main Street, but like going out towards Raton Valley. Like, there's nothing there.
Yeah, I used to live on Grant McEwen Boulevard.
Yep.
So, yeah. You know, that would. Did you say it's 40?
No, it's 60.
It's 60? It was 70 when I lived there.
Everything's slowing down. Everything.
I know it's 40 coming off the bridge for a little bit until I think the first set of lights.
That's
And it
back up to
speeds up.
60.
Yeah.
Whole thing's 60 now. Which is insane. But I guess they have to with how close the lights are to each other. I think is the idea.
I think just how much traffic flows right there. That's a busy section.
That is a busy section. I mean, Leduc, you have one way in, one way out, kind of.
I remember first time I drove there, I was like, holy shit, I don't want to come back here.
That's how I feel about Spruce Grove. Spruce Grove at rush hour?
Told you, Heather, I'm not the only one that feels that way.
It's terrible.
That's like here. Here is horrible.
Well, because everyone leaves their, like, small cities to go to the big city for work, and then they all come home.
I used to live like 3 blocks from here, and I worked by the airport downtown. Okay?
Okay.
Before my accident, I was living in Clyde out by Westlock, and I was
Yep.
working right on the other side of the Henday and 184th Street. I could get from Clyde there faster than I could get from St. Albert to City Center Airport.
Yeah, I don't doubt that at all. I notice that all the time. Like, one of the dealers I go to, I can get there in 50 minutes. In the afternoon, when I leave, it takes me an hour and 20 to get home. My other dealership is near downtown. I'll get there in an hour. When I want to leave, if I, like, put it in maps, an hour and 45 minutes. Just to make it to the Yellowhead. I'm like,
It's insane.
what? No way. And it does. Like, it does take that long.
Yep.
I hate traffic. And in a BMW that just decides to overheat when it wants to overheat, it's great. Yeah,
Been there.
it's the joys of BMW. I was warned. I was really warned. I was like, everyone told me to do the cooling system, and I said, no.
I redid my whole cooling system in my E46, and then all of a sudden the expansion tank just kept fucking popping off the fucking radiator. No matter what. I put like 6 brand new clips on it. It kept fucking popping off.
Sign to not have a cooling system. Air cool.
And then the day before me and her went to Banff on that trip, I talked about earlier, no, not the day before, probably 3 days before, I was heading to go fishing, and I was 15 minutes out of town, and my thermostat housing disintegrated, just
Yep.
vanished. I finished driving to the fishing spot, drove my buddy home, drove myself home, threw a new thermostat on the next day. Thing was fine. I was like,
Yep.
holy shit, I can't believe this thing's okay.
I think the like scariest thing, speaking of cooling systems, I was out at Ghost Lake. Like before my BMW was nice, I winter drove it for a season because I was like, I want to know. And I was in the forums, and all these people in Poland were like, best winter car ever. I was like, no, like, you don't have Canadian winters. I can't lie, the E30 is the best winter car I've ever driven. Ever. So we're out at Ghost Lake. I like had just gotten there, like first lap. All of a sudden I have a battery light on and every other light on in my dash, and I'm like, this is weird. So I like get out and I like look and I like turn off the motor. Fine. I don't see anything. I see the belt's a little loose, whatever. I'm driving up to like the boat launch where you get off the lake, and my water pump pulley decided to obliterate itself, shed into a million pieces, and slash all of my hoses. So I've also had my fair share of really bad BMW experiences because I needed new hoses to get home. And we did. It was like midnight, it was minus 40, and we filled her up with water and hoped she was warm enough to get home.
Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, I've always wanted to make the trip down there.
So worth it.
Yeah.
The only negative with Ghost Lake is random tourists will be in their like rental cars coming back from like Lake Louise, and they think they can do it. And then it gets pretty messy. And like if you sink your car, you pay to get it out,
Oh yeah, I know.
which a lot of people don't get.
Yeah. We have ice tracks up here though,
We do, yes.
so I don't know. I'll just go around and rent one of those tracks instead.
Yep.
Let's go the weekend after one of the ice racing circuits runs.
I'm shocked people don't keep them like up to date out there.
It's expensive.
True.
We got lots of wind that blows everything over.
So does Ghost Lake.
Yeah.
Well, Ghost Lake's more in a valley, so not really. But up here we definitely have a lot more wind.
Yeah. One snowfall and all of a sudden it's like, where'd the track go?
One snowfall and oh my goodness, where did my car go? Now I have a 4Runner, so we're good, but
Yeah, you got a white 4Runner. You're gonna lose that shit.
I do have a white 4Runner.
I went snow wheeling in some really deep snow with mine.
Yep.
Actually impressed me. The snow was like this deep.
Wow.
We got stuck a few times. It got sketchy. Like it got to the point like we were almost ready. Like one vehicle wasn't stuck yet. And we were trying to recover the one. It was almost like, should we pile in and figure this out tomorrow? It's like minus 30 out. We can't both get stuck out here. I had I think I had both my kids with me. I had her with me, and it would have been a rough night.
Yeah. That's my 4Runner is my first 4x4 vehicle, so I haven't taken it anywhere, but
That was in a local spot too. That was only 20 minutes out of town.
yeah, I see it happening. I'll get stuck a few times and then I'll figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah. Get a winch.
I will be getting a winch before I go anywhere.
Yeah, before you go anywhere.
Before I go
I
anywhere.
I got mine. My buddy called me real excited. I told the story on the other one, so I won't say it too much. But went up to Grand Prairie to go 4x4, and he put his truck in the river, completely flooded it out. Could have saved it if I had a winch.
Yeah.
Guess what?
No, I have a winch.
No. I had one at home. Yeah. Didn't put
I
it
think
on
that makes
yet.
it even worse.
The next year and a half I had the vehicle after. Never put it on.
No, I'm gonna get one sooner than later.
He got a new Toyota about a year after it happened. We went up into the mountains. Neither of us had a winch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we stayed away from rivers.
Good plan.
Yeah, we seen a river crossing, and it's like, ooh, over there looks interesting. Yeah, feels like a bad idea, dude.
Well, you never know how deep those rivers are. Or little creeks. Little creeks you're pretty good to gauge.
Yeah.
If you can see the bottom, safe. Can't see bottom, not safe.
Yeah, mountain river, not. I wouldn't say that. I can get sketchy pretty quick. That water's pretty clear. That's glacier water.
It is glacier water.
There was a few spots my dog went in, and I was like, oh, I didn't think it was that deep. Holy shit. Looks like he's struggling.
Yeah. And it's cold.
I was like, I don't want to get in there. That water's moving fast. It's cold.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely like a specialty thing. Like, I don't think I would ever go alone. I think that's like rule one is don't go alone.
I do it one vehicle, just not one person.
Yeah, like one vehicle is okay. But like there's some things that sometimes you need someone to look outside of the vehicle and
I
one steer.
I wouldn't go like I wouldn't go alone with say her on a 4x4 trip.
That is true.
She knows nothing about 4x4, and if I needed her to gauge me out of a sketchy situation, like climbing down the side of a cliff or something, probably gonna tumble down the cliff. She gets jumbled in stressful situations. She point the wrong way, and I'd be like,
Down you go.
yeah,
Yeah, see, I'm very lucky where I know the gist of it. I know what makes you stuck and what makes you not stuck, and what's safe and not safe. My partner's obviously very automotively and mechanically and motorsportsy inclined, so I think I'd be fine going with him. I don't know if he'd say the same about going with me, but
most of it's pretty safe.
most of it is, yes.
There's not too many sketchy spots. I went down one trail where I looked out my window and I looked down the side of the cliff, and I was like, ooh.
Oh, a
I'm not
little
gonna,
close to death.
I'm like, I turned and looked at her. I went, I'm not gonna look out that window again. I'm like, is there any room for us to move over that way? A little bit. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
See, there's bigger rocks over there. I'm like, that's okay. We'll make it over them.
Yeah, that's one thing that's definitely different from like my 4Runner to my E30, and like for the last like 3 weeks I've been flopping between the two, so I can still like drive my E30 on the nice days, drive the 4Runner on the not so nice days, and it's like I'll be driving my 4Runner for like 3 days straight. I get my E30, I'm so tiny, I can't hit the bumps I can hit my 4Runner. There's like two different paths to get through my work parking lot. I have to take the safe no speed bump. By speed bump or not speed bumps, potholes, the no pothole route. But in my 4Runner, it doesn't even feel like potholes there.
What I hate is I'll be zipping around in a little car, getting a bigger vehicle, and then I'll go to take a corner, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh my, that's like this morning. There
Brakes,
was
brakes, 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 brakes.
brakes, downshift, figure it out. This morning I was like driving again into Leduc, and there's like vehicles coming towards me. I didn't see anything in their headlights, like animal wise. I have my headlights on, obviously. All of a sudden I look, and there's a deer in front of my car, and I swerved the same way I would in my E30, and man, I almost rolled my car. I was like, oh no, like maybe I need to learn how to drive a proper big car. Never had a big car like that. Minus my Forester, but it was lowered and not very Forester like.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I guess anything else you want to talk about?
I think I got it mostly.
All right.
I got thrown off by our halftime, but
All right. Sounds good.
good stuff.
I guess that's where we'll pretty much call it. Thanks for.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Sounds good. Maybe I'll come up with a new craft.
Yeah. Or your pink slips thing will grow and we can talk about it more.
I hope so. This year was like my slow year.
Or something big will happen in the car scene and we can just bring you on and we can just talk shit the whole time. That'd be fun.
So down for that.
Even if it's not a long episode, it can be a half-hour episode of us just being
Half-hour
like, you
episode
guys
of
are
healing.
retards.
This is terrible. Yeah, Gatlinburg's really sad. Street racing is what it is, I guess. I don't think there's a good resolution around it, but I think we could do better as a whole.
Quit stopping the process of building new tracks.
Yeah, don't buy a house near a racetrack if you don't like the sound of a racetrack.
Damn right.
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.